Good evening, and welcome to the Daily Voice, presented by VNN, bringing you today's top 5 Canadian news stories on May 22, 2025. Let's get started. Pierre Poilievre has dropped his 74-member shadow cabinet, and it's raising eyebrows. The Conservative leader has chosen to stick with party veterans, sidelining most of the new faces who helped grow the caucus in the last election. Andrew Scheer will fill in for Poilievre in the House while he awaits a by-election. Key portfolios like finance, justice, and housing remain unchanged, with a few surprises like Michelle Rempel-Garner's return as immigration critic. But rising stars like Roman Baber and Sandra Kobena? Nowhere to be seen. Critics say Poilievre is doubling down on loyalty instead of renewal. Postal chaos could return this week. The Canadian Union of Postal Workers has rejected Canada Post's latest contract offer, bringing the country to the brink of a second major strike in under 6 months. The offer includes a 13.59% raise over 4 years and new personal days, but the union says it's far from enough. Major sticking points include an increase in part-time roles and delays in benefits for new hires. If no deal is reached by midnight Friday, 55,000 workers could walk off the job. The last strike lasted over a month and cost the Crown Corporation dearly. Will we see another shutdown? Time is ticking. Ontario is making history with a $3.1 billion investment into Indigenous-led critical mineral development. As part of the 2025 budget, this funding will back equity, capacity, and scholarships for First Nations across key regions like the Ring of Fire. The Indigenous Opportunities Financing Program is being tripled, and millions are being set aside for participation funds and student support. Ministers call it an economic and reconciliation breakthrough. Indigenous leaders say this is real partnership. With global demand for lithium, copper, and nickel rising fast, Ontario's minerals and its Indigenous communities are now front and center in Canada's clean energy future. Nearly 4,000 Ontario workers at WSIB are now on strike. Represented by CUPE Local 1750, staff walked off the job today in cities across the province, demanding fair wages and manageable workloads. The union says WSIB's offer of just 2% raises and longer hours doesn't cut it, especially with inflation and growing caseloads. CEO Jeffrey Lang insists injured workers will still get support, but with automated systems and longer wait times. This is the first strike at WSIB in over a century, and the union says it won't back down. For Ontario's workers and claimants, this disruption could be just beginning. It's official. Donald Trump is coming to Canada. The White House confirmed today that the U.S. president will attend the 51st G7 summit in Kananaskis, Alberta, from June 15th to 17. Leaders from France, the UK, Japan, and others will gather to discuss global security, climate, and the war in Ukraine. Prime Minister Mark Carney, who met Trump earlier this month, has emphasized trade and defense as key themes. Trump's visit is expected to bring intense media attention and likely some controversy. Stay tuned as Canada prepares to host the world's most powerful leaders in the Rockies. That's all for today's top stories. Thank you for joining us on The Daily Voice, presented by VNN. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you next time.